In this video, I'm going to walk you through running a one-way ANOVA in SPSS. I'm assuming that you have an appropriate data set loaded into SPSS and ready to go. One note is you'll need a grouping variable and at least a numeric value to compare with. The grouping variable should be numeric. It needs to be a 1, 2, 3, or 1 and a 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 2. And then you can code the values here with the appropriate labels so your outputs make sense. One-way ANOVA is very simple. We're going to go up here to Analyze, up at the top, compare means and proportions, because that's what we're doing, is we're comparing the means of these three groups. And we're going to run a one-way ANOVA. Now I already have this in here since I've run it once before, but when you open, you'll see it here. Value, we're going to put that in our dependent. And group, we're going to put in the factor. You can leave the estimate, the effect sizes on. Contrast will do, not contrast, sorry, post hocs will do at a later date, but this is where they'll be when we need to run them. And then we want to take a look at options. Usually you're going to want your descriptives to run. To check assumptions, we're going to want our homogeneity of variances. And then we might use some of these later. You can add the means plot just as an extra good check so you can see. And once we're good, we click OK. And here's the output for the one-way ANOVA. You have the descriptives here by group. So you have each of the group means, their standard deviations, very similar, etc. And then the test, so Levine's statistic for each of these. So you can test if the variances are about the same, which eyeballing these, we can see that they're pretty similar, so we don't expect any differences here. Here's our ANOVA table. So this is the overall, the F test, and we can see that for a one-way ANOVA, the model is significant, which means that at least one of these is significantly different than the others. Effect sizes come next down below, and then post hocs are included. We'll go over that in more detail, but basically that gives you your group by group comparison. So you can see A is all the groups are significantly different, which was how I set them up for, and the means plot at the bottom. So that's it. That is very simple. It is a one-way ANOVA. One more time, analyze, compare means, one-way ANOVA. There it is. That's it. And then you can export this for your records.